All right, beautiful. We're live. We're ready. Let's do this.
We're live.
Yep, we are live. Let's do
Let's
this.
get it, Bo.
So week 1, I got beat 141 to 114. Fuck!
Fucking bum.
Anyways, that was the only win I lost, or the only wager last week that I lost.
Facts.
I projected every other win except for my own, and for that I owe you a shotgun.
Damn
Fresh,
straight.
crisp, bush latte. Fuck you, Jacob.
In your wildest dreams.
Yeah, that's tasteful. All right. So yeah, today I decided to have special guest Shady J join me.
What it do?
First thing we're gonna do is discuss week 1, how everything panned out, what happened, and then we'll go into week 2 projections. So Jacob, what happened in your matchup, bro?
Well, my team sucks cock. So that certainly doesn't help things. When your team sucks cock, it's
Yeah.
hard to be good, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, Josh Allen started me out with 40 points.
Yeah, so you were off to a hot start on Thursday.
Najee Harris.
Yeah.
I'm dead serious. If you gave me 10 carries, I could get more than 23 yards.
The man also hurt himself.
I don't give a fuck. That was in the fourth quarter. He's a bum.
All right.
Zeke, 5.2 yards a carry. I don't know why they didn't keep giving him the ball, but
yeah,
I don't know.
Well, they had to keep throwing, and their backup quarterback is me when I'm crossfaded. So
Can we talk about how bad Mike McCarthy is for a second?
Okay, yeah.
He is foul.
Time management, piss poor. Play calling, piss poor. And then, but we can't let none of the blame fall to Cooper Rush. I mean, that man was...
He was better than Dak was when Dak was in.
No, he was piss poor.
Mike McCarthy is a fat fuck who is purposely trying to lose his job.
I genuinely do think he's selling. He's 100% selling.
Poop. Anyways, I digress from Mike McCarthy.
Yeah, okay. So you're blaming...
Devontae Adams tried to upholster me into the win column, but he couldn't do it even with 17 targets.
Yeah. Well, his backpack can only be so big. It's most certainly a level 3, well drafted. I was going to draft him if you didn't. I'm pretty sure you drafted him a couple positions ahead of me, so well done. Yeah, let's get into... Was there not a tighter match? Oh, let's get into this matchup. I did say something about Cam Akers last week. I'm pretty sure I said something about I specifically said, do not play J.K. Dobbins. What happens? He plays, he gets injured. It was a no-go. This was in the lineup. Me, on the other hand, all that really happened was Alvin Kamara and Travis Etienne didn't do shit. As it turns out, Robinson for the Jacksonville Jaguars is actually elite and still healthy. So Travis Etienne's just kind of stuck.
Kamara's washed.
No, he's not washed.
He's washed.
The Saints were playing from behind, and they didn't play up to what they should have in the Falcons. Even though the Falcons still did what they do best, they threw the game, said, here's a free win. We got you. We just wanted to score a few points. It is what it is. Other than that, I actually thought this was going to be closer. But it looks like, what actually happened here? Oh, yeah, Tom Brady shit the bed as far as total points goes, even though he came out winning the game. I mean, other than that, yeah, Saints D let Atlanta score points.
Mom Spaghetti just has the better team, period.
Who in their right mind projected CEH to actually do what he did in that game? I think he's genuinely back, but... no one projected that.
Plug him in and Christian still loses that game. Josh Jacobs in the flex is foul. David Montgomery's foul. TJ Hawkinson is foul.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That I concur. I
there we
concur.
go. That's it. Nick
Yeah,
Chubb is
and
in his
that's
running back by committee, so
yeah, Nick
foul
Chubb and
team.
Kareem Hunt.
Foul
I
team.
mean, it's just the two best running backs in the league. It is what it is, you know.
Uh,
Anyways, let's move into week 2. So week 2, we've got me versus Grant. Alvin Kamara is still questionable. I may or may not be playing him, but the spread is
foul.
actually 110, 115. So the spread is actually a 5.1. I get that right? Yeah.
5.1. Yeah, and if you want to start us off on that one, I'll come in and close because I have some thoughts.
Okay, that's fine. I'm actually if I sub out Alvin Kamara for Travis Etienne, which is very plausible.
Foul.
I mean, no, because it could be, Robinson could sit out this week. Etienne could go off, especially with his pass catching ability, along with Kareem Hunt. I think Kareem Hunt dominates the Jets. But yeah, I'm going to be taking a shotgun bet on this one. I'm taking the spread at +5 on myself. I'm taking the cake. Grant, you're going to go 0-2, buddy. I'm sorry. I can't go 0-2. I've never done that since I've been in this league. It's not happening.
Let me give you the facts.
Okay.
Let me give you the facts.
All right.
His running backs are going to outscore yours by 50 points.
I disagree.
Your wide receivers are going to outscore his by 40 points. Amon-Ra St. Brown is your WR2. That is fucking...
No. We can leave Amon-Ra St. Brown out of the discussion. Let's just keep talking about DJ Moore and who's throwing to him.
DJ Moore.
I told you last week. You didn't listen. This week you're still playing him. I mean, well, let's see here. Who? All right, Godwin's out. I'll give you that. But Allen Robinson, okay, he shit the bed last week. Lazard, is he coming back this week?
It's not gonna matter.
Green Bay still seems to intent on spreading snap spots.
Those receivers are hot trash. Chargers D versus Kansas City, hot trash.
Listen, we are now a PPR league, Jacob.
Foul.
So my wide receiver's outscoring his. Give me the +5 all fucking day. If this were an actual bet on Bovada, you'd take this +5.
I don't know. I despise both of those lineups. Despise them.
All right. Well,
hate Russell Wilson. Hate him. I'll give Hunt the +5. I'll give Hunt the +5.
I was going to say, I've got Jalen Hurts Monday night. So I've got a lot of Monday night games here. We'll talk about that too. There's a lot of these players in this whole matchup are set for Monday night. So it's literally going to come down to the wire.
There's two pieces of human feces sitting in a toilet, and you got to try to project the fucking spread on them. It's not an easy thing to do.
Yeah. Sure.
Foul.
Yeah.
Anyways, I digress.
So let's go to your matchup since you're so confident. You're going up against Bad Brad, No Trade November. Let's talk about it. I've actually the spread is actually 0.1 here. We've got 117.4 to 117.5. But are you that confident that Najee Harris is going to play?
I'm 100% confident he's playing. My boy Tomlin said he was playing, so he's playing.
Okay. Well, fair enough. What were your thoughts on Deontay Johnson on his first week? I mean,
Deontay Johnson is a top 10 receiver in the NFL, but he has fucking a paraplegic throwing to him. So,
yeah,
I don't know.
That's me.
I was hoping that kind of offset and he would maybe be top 20, but it's I don't know. I'm up in the air on Deontay Johnson, but I'm gonna give him one more chance and see what he does.
Okay, that's fair.
But Aaron Jones is an RB2 for his own team, so that's not great. Brandon Cooks, I wouldn't start if I had him. Gabe Davis, I wouldn't start if I had him. Patriots D versus Pittsburgh is gonna get smacked around. Derrick Henry is washed up as fuck. Mike Williams got 1.5 last week. This is an ass whooping. I'll take the alternate line. Baby Keem -10. I'll bet a shotgun on it.
You're going to take the alternate line at -10
and
10, wagering a shotgun.
Even money, wager shotgun.
Okay. Well,
Alternate spread. That spread is so far off what it should be.
All right. So you're projecting more like you score 130, Brad scores 120 tops.
Yeah,
we'll just round it to that.
No, 130, 120.
130, 120. Baby King takes the cake, goes 1-1. Brad goes 1-1. I like it. I will also be taking the Baby King spread on that at +1. You've got to give it a whirl. Man. I think Zeke in your flex is actually going to do very well for you this week. So I think we'll wrap that matchup up. Let's go to Tark and CB.
This spread is just wrong. It's wrong.
Yeah, it's 0.1 as well.
I'm betting another shotgun on this spread, alternate line -15, Jake.
-15, Jake Tark. Okay. Why do you say that?
I'm thinking 130 to 115 because Jake's team is absolutely incredible, other than Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, that is foul. Let's think about Leonard Fournette
is an animal.
He is, but he was a limited practice participant.
He's an animal.
He might have some snap counts.
Cooper Kupp, animal. Terry McLaurin, underrated as fuck.
Kyle Pitts, he's going to have a good week this week.
Yes, he is.
Even
Michael
though
Thomas
it's against,
might have been a fluke. We'll see. He's got a tough matchup.
Okay, so here's my whole thoughts on this. We've got 1, 2, 3. We've got 3 players in this game. The Tampa Bay New Orleans game. Let's talk about it. Last year when these two teams played, everybody was healthy. The total score was 9. 9 total points. Saints beat Tampa Bay. Yep. So, you have to accrue. Tom Brady might score 10 points for CB. But Leonard Fournette might score 10 points for Tark. Michael Thomas might score 7 points for Tark. Tark's got 2 people in on this potentially low-scoring game. By the way, I'm hammering the under. The under on this game is actually, hold on, let's check it now while we're thinking about it. But 44 is the over-under.
In love with it.
Hammered. Hammered. We're actually going to bet that under right now. Wait, that's sweet.
You're good, yeah. Slap it down a little bit.
Under.
In love with it.
Let's throw 20 on it.
In love with it.
20 to win 18-18. That's a lot. That's a lot. Now, this year's different because Michael Thomas is healthy. Tom Brady's got Julio. So what? I don't care. We're betting it.
In love with it. Yep. Love it. Even if give Michael Thomas 7, give Fournette 10, and Jake still wins this football game.
Yeah. I will also be taking the plus 0.1 with Tark with you. I mean, it's a plus 0.1. On a team line. That's give me an
alternate line, Hunt. Give me an alternate line. That spread's cheap.
All right, we'll give +3 to Jake, -3 to CB. Are you taking?
No. I think opposite. I think Jake -3. I think you should do Jake -3. I'll do Jake -15.
Okay, I'll do Jake -10. You do Jake -15. How about that?
All right, deal.
How about
Shotgun. Shotgun on it.
No, I'm not betting a shotgun on it. You do have to remember if you're wrong on all 5 of your picks, you're going to take 5 shotguns on video, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
I've already bet 2
I'm only wagering on 2 shotguns, and this is not one of them. But I will give my attention. I will give my pick. Tarquinio -10 to CB. Tark's going 2-0. CB's going 0-2. Let's move on to the next. We've got Mom Spaghetti or Strike versus Jake Housen. So CMC's still healthy. Javonte Williams is good, sure. But does it match up to Jonathan Taylor and James Conner? No.
No. McCaffrey's washed. He is playing the Giants, but he's washed.
Yeah.
Period.
Okay. Well, I do think Marquise Brown has kind of a bounce-back game. Not that he had a bad game, but he didn't exactly
I agree.
kill it.
The whole Cardinals offense looked foul. But Strike's going to have Kyler Murray to offset anything that Marquise Brown does. So
yeah, There's that. He's
That
got
eliminates
Kyler.
Marquise Brown.
I think so. The projection here is minus 3.4 to strike. I'm going to have to hammer that. I'm sorry, Jake. I took you last week. I can't take you this week. Strike at minus 3. I'm with it. I'm about it. I don't. The Dallas Goddard move. Dallas Goddard isn't going to pan out this week. Darren Waller against the Cardinals is. Look at what Travis Kelce did last weekend. If James Robinson is the true RB1 that we think he is going to dominate out of strikes flex. I have no more words to say. Tell me, you got anything else to add to this matchup?
I wouldn't say James Robinson's going to dominate, but I think he'll have a good game. Bucks defense is going to get 20.
Is it though?
Jerry Jeudy, yeah, dude, versus the Saints.
I think Bucks defense gets 10 to 12 just because of the low scoring factor. If Bucks defense was
being dramatic.
Yes, I know.
All right. Well, yeah, I think that's a lock. I think Jerry Jeudy might have had a little fluke game. I don't know if he's really going to pan out this year. Kyler Murray at quarterback is a little concerning, but his floor's too high. He's a running quarterback.
Yeah, but okay, all right. Now hear me out. Here, strike date takes the dub, but this will be a come down to the wire, somewhat interesting game. Strike will end up winning by more than 3. I'm confident in that. But here's what I'm looking at. Denver is playing Houston. Who's going to be running the ball when Denver takes the lead? Denver's off of a mad loss. They're pissed off. They're going to be playing in Denver against Houston, which means Javonte Williams is going to ball.
Good call.
So I'm not saying Jake's going to win, but Javonte Williams will have more points than Jerry Jeudy. I'll throw 5 on it, Jake. I'll throw 5 on it.
Can't argue with it. Can't argue with it.
Yeah. Strike, if you want to oppose that bet, so be it. I'll Venmo you 5 if Jerry Jeudy outscores Javonte Williams. We're not betting shotguns anymore. This is real money. All right.
Hold on. What about A.J. Dillon in the flex?
I don't think A.J. Dillon was a fluke. I think that's fine. I mean,
foul.
Aaron Rodgers owns Chicago. They're playing in Green Bay at home. A.J. Dillon, I wonder if there's actually a matchup here.
I'll digress on that. I don't like Jake's lineup, and I just can't pinpoint why I don't like it, but I don't like it. I just don't like it.
All right, that's fair.
Maybe that's because he beat me and I'm still sour. Could be.
I don't have any A.J. Dillon props. If I did, I would also bet the A.J. Dillon over on receptions. If it's like 3 to 5 receptions, I'm betting it on the over at least.
I don't mind it.
So let's get to my favorite.
There too.
Yeah. Let's get to my favorite matchup of the week. This one's going to be Battle of the Brothers. Trey and Ryan. Ryan, buddy, I got one thing to say. Miles Sanders is not going to do for you this week what he did last week. Last week was his first touchdown in over an entire season, and he scored 2 of them. It was a miracle. Me seeing a unicorn over there was just as rare as Miles Sanders, what he did last week. It's not going to happen. What else do you got? And T. Higgins isn't... he's not going to be T. Higgins because nothing worked until Joe Burrow realized, oh, hey, I've still got Jamar Chase. Oh, wait, who's that Trey's got? Jamar Chase. The spread is minus 3.5 towards Trey. I'm hammering it. I will throw a shotgun on that spread.
Am I seeing that right?
That's actually right. Trey is projected 114.6 and Ryan is projected 110.9.
Hunter, you know me. I can be a little dramatic sometimes. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
But that team, I'm not being dramatic, is the worst fantasy football team I've ever seen in my life. I'm honest. I'm actually being genuine. That team is fucking vile.
I'm sorry, Ryan. I'm not.
I mean, that is foul.
Yeah, it's not looking good. I think
that is so bad.
I don't know how Ryan isn't projected as the scoring dead last here. Let's look at the standings real quick.
That man's lucky we're not doing a punishment this year because he would already
Final
be doing
standings
it.
projections. Oh, he is projected dead last. Okay, we're good.
Foul.
Yeah, that's tough. Ryan, I'm sorry, buddy, but the draft just wasn't in your favor. I'm sorry about Cam Akers. I don't know what you were thinking with J.K. Dobbins. Dak Prescott is out. Devontae Smith is not going to pay out. Cole Kmet, maybe by the end of the year. You might even play him over Dawson Knox this week. Who knows? Russell Gage, get out of here. Trevor Lawrence.
The team is so bad.
That man is the most uninspirational man I've ever seen.
Oh, dude, that video, man. Oh, my God. We're going to go out. We're going to have fun. That's literally what he said.
I mean, I get more inspired when my cat jumps off the table.
Am I allowed to show my ass cheeks on YouTube?
Sure.
Ron. There it is. There's your team.
We saw it.
Ass cheeks. You saw the ass cheeks. Pulled down my pants and it was Ron's team.
In short, South Beach goes 2-0 this week. No question about it. The minus 3.7, myself and Jacob both wagering a shotgun. Ryan, if you win, we both owe you a shotgun. By some random chance of a miracle, that's that. So that's the week 2 projections. I think we've covered everything. Do you want to get into some of your favorite bets this week on Boveda?
Yeah, I do actually. Which it's even better spread now. I'm really liking that Chargers plus 4.5 versus the Chiefs. I think that's too many points. I think the Chiefs win the ball game, but it's going to be a battle, and it's going to come down to a Chiefs field goal.
So
Chargers plus 4.5.
I concur that the Chargers are going to come into Kansas City and play ball. I was actually watching a little skit on Monday Morning not Monday. What's it called? On the NFL Network. Good Morning Football. I was watching a little skit on that about how the Chargers are all hot and bothered, about how the Chiefs just kind of soiled it. The Chargers do have, what's his name, Khalil Mack now back, along with
Joey
Nick Bosa. I said Nick Bosa. Joey Bosa. They showed an interview of Pat Mahomes saying, I really hate that Mack is back in this specific division.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be a close battle. However, I think the over probably hit. I'm not going to wager. I think if I'm going to do the over's looking good here. I tell you what, I'm going to hit this alt spread here at Chargers plus 6 at minus 145.
I love that.
Minus 145. We'll throw 10 on it. We love that. Just to win 6.9. I'm about it. The over doesn't look too bad. Give me $1.34. Sure.
I love it. The balls on this man.
134. There we go.
The balls on Hunter.
We're just gonna round it down to 47.
Bet of the week there.
This is how I wager. It's sad. It really is. Any other matchups that point out to you?
There was one I liked.
I've actually already got a wager out. 3-team parlay. I think it's lock of the week. The under on the Bucks Saints, which we've already talked about. Last year when they played each other, the total score was 9. They've got it at 44 right now. I've already hammered it in this parlay. I hammered it a second ago. The Browns at minus 250 versus the Jets. They're hosting the Jets at home. After what I saw last week, I don't see the Jets competing. Talk to me. Tell me I'm crazy.
I think it's fine just because the minus 250, but I'm sure as shit not taking the Browns spread in that game.
The spread is minus 6.
Yeah, I hate it, but I like the money line. I can get behind that.
Okay, and the Packers
love it.
The Packers at home minus 500.
Love it.
Aaron Rodgers owns the Bears. We've been into that. So there's actually another bet I was listening to this morning. Let's talk about this, and you're going to like this. I actually really like, if I can find them, the Steelers at plus 3 is an even.
That is absurd.
Oh wait, that's. Oh wait. Oh, I'm sorry. That's for next week. Next week.
Okay.
Steelers
Okay.
play the Browns next week. Where
Bummer.
is this? Oh, the Steelers are hosting the Patriots.
Oh,
The Patriots are laying -1.5 after that putrid performance. I
6 on
like
Steelers money line.
Steelers money line at +105. Give me 10.
$6.
Give me 10.
Oh, let's go.
I'm about it. I'm
Steel
for
curtain,
it.
baby. That's Mitch
Yes.
Trubisky.
It's not Mitch Trubisky that does it for me. It's the fact that you're going up against a dog shit Patriots team. I mean, absolute. They don't know what they're doing. They really don't. The Patriots are about to start out 0-2. I couldn't be happier. I hate it for you guys that you lost. What's his face on defense for the torn pec? TJ.
What?
TJ.
But
Yeah.
he didn't tear his pec, and he's going to be back in 2 months. Huge.
Okay. Well, let's. Yeah. Are there any other spreads here that you see for this week that you're just about? You've already hammered, talked about. Talk to me.
You know what? There really wasn't anything else that stuck out to me. I think this is a weird week. Honestly, if I was a betting man, which I'm not, obviously,
No way.
I would
Not
bet
you.
the opposite of last week's results. Everything you think about a team based on last week, the opposite this week. Because week 1 is just up in the air. I think you just bet the opposite this week. Bet every single team and just bet the opposite of how they performed last week.
I like it. I like
And
it.
that would be my method this week. Period.
Yeah, I'm about it. So let's. I've got $6 left to round down to 36. So let's get a good, solid.
In any time the Detroit Lions are favored, I'm betting against them. I will say that.
All right. So because I have $6 left to round down to 36, we're gonna pick 6 either over/unders, money lines, or spreads. We're gonna pick 6 of them. All right.
I like it.
So first things first, Commanders at +1.5. We're
Let's
about
get that
it.
out of the way.
We're about it. The Rams money line. We're about it. That's 2 out of 6.
Hunt. Give me
What?
the Hawks +8.5. What is that? I would rather have Ron's fantasy team than Trey Lance.
You're right.
I mean, they just beat the Broncos and they're getting 8.5.
Give me 9. Give me 9. I want the +9. Oh, it's whoa. What's going on here? All right, alternate spread. It's at plus 9.5 for -120. I'm with it. So we've got 3 out of 6. Let's go back here. Browns spread has moved to -6.5. Let's go with what we know is good. The under of the Bucks Saints. That's 100%. What's Thursday night? Chiefs Chargers over 54. I'm not about it. I'm staying away. Panthers Giants. I'm staying away. Colts and Jags. The Colts just got embarrassed by the Texans.
Bounced back.
I think they bounced back, but let's do a what's the -2 looking like? I'm playing somewhat like a pussy, but I like it. -2.5 at 150.
Let's do it.
I'm with it. So we're at 5 out of 6 now.
The Jags are just so bad at football. They always will be. They're so bad.
All right. Here's an interesting one. We haven't talked about this matchup yet. Vikings at the Eagles. What are your thoughts?
Wouldn't touch it with a 30-foot pole, but I think it's the game of the week. I think that game is going to be electric, and I think the Vikings are winning their division this year. I think the Eagles, hear me out, low-key Super Bowl contenders this year.
I'm about it.
If I'm betting an outside chance for a Super Bowl, Eagles.
If somehow, by some way, the Bills get fucked, it's by the Eagles or the Chiefs.
If I had to pick an outside chance at the Super Bowl, I'm picking the Eagles and I'm picking the Vikings. I think that's going to be a hell of a game.
Yeah, I'm about it.
Those are 2 solid football teams.
All right, so we're just going to agree to stay away from that one.
Yeah.
Uh,
wouldn't sniff it.
the Texans and the Broncos. Can we just take the Broncos money line? That'll be our 6th pick. And we'll see what the parlay looks like. Okay.
I honestly like the spread on that game too. That's a lot
minus
for
10?
NFL, but dude, Broncos are going to bounce back at home. They're going to be mad and they're going to beat the Texans by 30. But I like your 525.
I concur. Let's get rid of this money line. We'll go minus 10 multiples. So overall, this is a plus 24.52 on the parlay. So we've got $6. So we'll bet $6 to win 147.14.
Let's go.
So let's recur here. We've got the Colts at minus 2.5 and the Jaguars.
Lock.
The Seahawks at plus 9.5 against the 49ers. Lock. The Broncos at minus 10 at home,
points, but
facing
off
against the Texans. It's Davis Mills. It's Davis Mills. No, I'm not hearing it.
Team.
The Falcons, I'm sorry, CB. The Falcons are not beating the Rams at the Rams after that embarrassing loss against the Bills. There's no fucking way.
Falcons stink.
The under on the Bucs Saints 44. It's happening.
Love it.
I don't care what anyone says. If it happens in front of me, I'm not going to believe it for a week.
No.
The under's happening. The Commanders and Lions, that's the only one I'm actually questionable about here. Because the Commanders aren't that great. The Lions showed some... Okay, but we're going to lock it anyways. That's the only one that's my concern. I will make note of that, but lock it. $6 to win $147.14. I'm about it. It's worth it.
Go ahead and live chat with Bovada and ask if they can go ahead and pay you.
Yeah.
See if they can go ahead and pay you.
Yeah. I will. Just go ahead and give me my money.
Go ahead and pay me.
So lastly, we forgot about this section. So Jacob is going... So we're both in other leagues. I'm in one that's in my neck of the woods. Jacob was a part of it last year, not this year. Too much going on. So Jacob's going to help me set my lineup for this week for Cold Beer here 2.0. Jacob, what are your thoughts on what we've got here? We've got Kyler Murray as QB, Elliott as RB1, Kareem Hunt as RB2, Adams as WR1, Pittman as WR2, Darren Waller, my tight end. I mean, what are your thoughts?
I'll tell you what. First of all, you need to trade away some of your wide receivers. And if you do that, you have a top-tier fantasy team.
Yeah. I think I have a top-tier fantasy team regardless.
Get rid of Kamara, get rid of Michael Thomas, get rid of Julio Jones, and maybe throw someone else in there, and you can get a solid RB1 for that.
Yeah, I think I could. But, I mean...
There's no reason for you to have 8 top-tier wide receivers. Not a bad problem to have, I'm just saying.
Let me argue something. Kareem Hunt is trying for a contract quite literally anywhere else. So he is going to play out of his mind just like he did last week. Tell me why he isn't my RB1. Tell me why.
I don't know. I'll tell you what. I don't mind, and you might call me crazy, I don't mind throwing in Cordarrelle Patterson
over Gabe Davis.
Gabe Davis or Zeke, honestly.
Against the Rams this weekend.
He is the only player on their football team.
Zeke is the only person on the Dallas Cowboys that's going to do anything this week.
Pollard and they've been kind of committee, but
relative committee. But did you see how when Cooper Rush took over, Tony Pollard did not go back into the game? Now, Zeke didn't do shit after Dak got hurt. But at the same time, Zeke was the only running back in the game when Cooper Rush was. Cooper Rush also has a history with him. He will pass to him. Zeke's going to catch.
That's fair.
So I especially for the next 3 weeks. Now maybe after if Dak comes back in 3 weeks, maybe I sub out Ezekiel. For right now, I think he's the RB1 for the Dallas Cowboys. I don't know that I can be convinced otherwise.
If that's my fantasy football team, Hunter, I am putting Zeke in the flex. I am putting Kamara over Kareem Hunt. And I'm putting Darrell Henderson. I'm starting Darrell Henderson and Kamara and throwing Zeke in the flex if that's my football team. Love Darrell Henderson this week. Love him.
Why this week in particular?
Plug him in for a second.
Yeah.
Let's just look at the lineup. And
so,
move Zeke to flex. Or that's fine too. Yep.
Perfect. Yeah, but Alvin Kamara against Tampa Bay.
I don't give a damn. That's going to be a low-scoring game. He's going to get his volume.
A rib injury limited Kamara to just 39 snaps with the Saints. That's the reason he scored so low last week.
Hold on. Read that last sentence.
Any kind of participation. No. Oh.
Read the last sentence in his projection.
But if Kamara plays, he remains an automatic start with smash potential anytime he suits up. I'm aware.
Period.
I read that earlier
That
today.
lineup there, I went from liking your team to loving your team.
All right.
Darrell Henderson's playing Atlanta. They're going to get up by 30 and run the ball the rest of the game. Look at his projections. I mean, he's the RB1.
Projections are not everything, but yes,
he's the RB1
I concur. So let's read about Michael Pittman, because this is the first time I noticed that he's actually questionable.
Will finish top 5 in fantasy football.
I know that, but why is he questionable? Minor injury. Oh, quadriceps. Oh, he's fine. He's fine. Okay. So, yeah. We can... do we like the Bengals defense against Dallas, or do we want to move the Bucks defense in over the... Or Buccaneers defense over Bengals?
No, Bengals. That is easy.
All right. Fair enough.
Easy.
We're not moving anything. We're not adjusting anything.
And just take a look at that. That's what I would do. It's your team, but those are the
129 is the projection. I like it. That's actually a lot higher than it was, so we'll leave it. I'm about it. So go ahead and share your screen with me, and let's see what your other fantasy team. And I'll leave this for y'all. I lost here. By the way, for those wondering, this is how I lost last week. Brandon McManus scoring 8.1. He doesn't kick that last field goal, I win, because this was my lineup.
Sickening.
It's actually sickening.
Sickening. You have 2 top 5 fantasy receivers.
Yeah.
That's fire.
And I have Alvin Kamara and Ezekiel Elliott starting. They scored a combined total of 13.5. That is an absolute joke. Meanwhile, Cordell Patterson, 22.6 on my bench. I literally sub out Cordell for Alvin Kamara and win that week.
Correct.
Did you share your screen? Perfect. Okay, so let's pop this out. How do I do that?
Where we at? We good?
I have to pop this out. So 1 second. And yeah.
We rolling?
Yep, we're rolling.
All right, just a small background on the team change here. I want what Bob's smoking. My buddy Nick Wheatley's league. He made a trade with his dad, Bob Wheatley, last week. Just got destroyed for it. Bob Wheatley gave up Najee Harris for Cordell Patterson and Chase Claypool. The veto feature wasn't in place. We bitched in the group text, finally got it overturned. That's why I want what Bob's smoking.
Can you scroll
down? If I had
what
Bob's smoking, I'd never have a bad day in my whole life. Period. Anyways, here's the team for the week. Very similar to Hunter's, actually. I have 4 of the same players as Hunter has. 5.
You have Henderson, Pittman, Adams, Waller, Bengals D. Yeah, that's it. Okay, and you were able to acquire Devin Duvernay.
Indeed.
I like it.
I mean,
was
look
that
at
a waiver wire ad?
Team.
Was that a waiver ad?
That was a draft.
No shit. Okay.
I think you might have picked him up after. We picked him up right after the draft.
Oh damn, you did. All right. Well done on that, actually.
But Hunt, take a look at this lineup with Elijah Mitchell injured, mind you.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. He's not playing this week. So
that's a lineup.
Mm-hmm. So I actually think you should play Aaron Rodgers this week.
I thought about it. Who's he throwing to? Ron's fantasy team?
Lazard's gonna come back, right? Is Lazard coming back this week?
Even if Lazard comes back, Hunt.
He still
he
still throws to AJ Dillon a lot. Aaron Jones a lot. I agree, but Russ is going to be running the ball after halftime for the whole rest of the time. That's where I'm trying to help you. Aaron Rodgers is going to be rushing himself if he's not throwing. Think about that. All right, thank you. That's my speech on that. The only other thing I might say is, don't hate me for this, but I think Ramondre Stevenson in your flex might look better.
I think DJ Moore he had a bad week.
He did.
I think however, one game isn't enough to cause any concern.
Going crazy over fantasy as well. That is actually facts. Yes, we concur. Yeah. But I mean,
still got 6 targets.
How much of your time do you actually spend? All right, Jacob, answer me this because I have an answer for you. 5 hours. That is the bare minimum I spend per week that I am either looking at my lineup or adjusting it or listening to a podcast. There's something to do with fantasy.
Fantasy
minimum
football
is 5 hours a week.
Life.
It's not my life.
It's the only thing that matters to me.
It's my religion. It is my
religion.
Yeah.
Couldn't have said it better.
It is my religion. Gods.
I'll live or die by it. I'm in a fucking horrible mood if I lose. I pouted the whole day Monday because I lost Sunday.
Jacob, I lost in 3 weeks. You want me to show you? Let me show you something. Let me show you something. All right.
It makes or breaks my mood for that entire week if I lose or win a fantasy football game.
Yeah, it does. And let me tell you what's even more frustrating. Okay, let's go back to that. Let me show you something. I'm in 3 leagues. Scoreboard week 1. Lost 141 to 114. Why? Because Alvin Kamara shit the bed. This league in particular, why did I lose? Look at this. I have Jonathan Taylor, Aaron Jones, Pittman, and A.J. Brown. Why did I lose? Derek Carr is a piece of shit.
Yeah, I could have fucking told you that, Hunter. All you had to do was ask.
Why did I lose? Let's see. And in this league, I lost by 1 point because, once again, Alvin Kamara, Ezekiel Elliott.
I
lost in 3 leagues here, and I had a good week in all 3.
You know the reoccurring theme in every league, and I'll tell you why. It's why you lost.
Yeah.
You have Kareem Hunt in every league.
What's wrong with that?
Drop him in all 3 leagues.
No. Go fuck yourself. You're just saying that because you want him. And
I wouldn't pick him up if he was on the waivers.
Look at this, okay?
I believe him.
Miles Sanders robbed A.J. Brown of 2 tutties. If A.J. Brown gets both those tutties, that's 12, 14 more points.
Big if.
Yeah, that's almost 20 more points. David Njoku kind of shit the bed. As it turns out, was
a foul start.
No.
You need to go to the waiver wires right now and pick up a team.
Oh, don't worry, I have. Look who I've got now. Gerald Everett.
Okay, so much better.
The kid scored 14 points last week. I immediately subbed that out. Here's my lineup for this one. We might as well talk about it. What do you think here? Do you think I could improve, adjust? If Michael Pittman doesn't play, obviously I'm going to throw Adam Thielen in here. But I
want you to go to the free agents and pick up Ron's fantasy team and start him over Derek Carr.
That's actually a good call. I thought I picked up a secondary
Derek
QB.
Carr out of
so, what did I do that for? Players. QBs.
There's got to be some good streaming options out here.
There's really not. I could do Matt Ryan. Hold on. Derek Carr's going to ball against Arizona.
The only reason is because it's Arizona and it's going to be a shootout.
It is.
I'll give you D-Carr for one more for just this week, only because they're playing Arizona.
The only reason he did bad was because he threw 3 interceptions, but Arizona's got their 2 main corners out still. 30-second. I'm not going to not play Derek Carr this week.
Agree. But Hunt, as long as Derek Carr's on your football team, you got a boo-boo, and you got a big one.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well then let's talk about who I should pick up then. If all of these options are available next week, I think let's look at week 3. I can't look at week 3.
I mean, to be fair, those are terrible quarterbacks, all of them.
Week 3.
Maybe Matt Ryan.
Yeah, but who's he playing next week? No, we don't want complete stats here. Oh, hey, Val. Oh, Kansas City. Matt Ryan plays Kansas City. But it's at home. It's in Indianapolis.
I'm just saying, I'd go ahead and pick him up, stash him on your bench.
I've contemplated it. I mean, I've got A.J. Brown, Matt Ryan to Michael Pittman. What's the deal with Michael Pittman? Is he going to come back?
He's fine. Hunt, you get way too worried about
No,
if they have a Q beside their name, they're playing.
Michael Pittman is a top 3 wide receiver this year. I've said that since before the draft.
Yeah.
But
if they have a Q beside their name, they're playing.
All right, so we'll pick up Matt Ryan, but who are we going to have to drop?
I mean, anyone.
No.
Drop Tony Pollard. That is foul.
No, Tony Pollard's going to have a good year this year.
Honestly, Duvernay's foul.
No, he's not. I just picked him up. He just scored 21 points.
One good week.
He's the only target Lamar Jackson has.
No, click on him. And read the last sentence of his outlook.
This outlook or?
Yep.
Okay.
You had it. He's the number 3 option at best.
Should not be considered for fantasy lineups.
Poop.
He's the number 3 option. How is that
at
possible?
Best. He's foul. Drop him. And honestly, if I'm you, a couple weeks before the sexual predator comes back, I'd pick him up too.
Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
About week 9, week 10.
Yep. About 3 weeks before the sexual predator
and
comes back.
I will. Because, I've got Kareem Hunt. But that's
Derek
fine.
Carr's got to go. Got to go. I'll give you one more week with him, but he's got to go.
Carr due for bigger things in favorable week 2 matchup. We like that.
Well, Raiders quarterback Derek Carr did not have a great season opener. I do think he'll rebound in a major.
Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much all I've got. Any other? What have you not wagered at all? This what?
I told you I'm a reformed man.
No, you're not.
I don't know why you don't believe me. I've never given you a reason not to.
You sent me a picture the other day of like a 12-team parlay of the max.
No, that was one I saw on Twitter.
Spreads.
And I thought it was awesome.
Okay. But, so you're telling me you don't use your Bovada, you don't have a bookie, nothing.
Steering away this week. Hate him.
Damn.
Hate him.
But meanwhile,
like
you're
okay.
You're okay with me parlaying 6 teams and all my different bets.
Oh, I love them. If I had to pick, that's what I'm picking.
All right.
Period.
That's fair enough then. Yeah. I guess I don't really have anything else. Do you?
I think this week 2 recap has been a colossal success.
Yeah.
And I look forward to doing it again next week.
Me too. So let's go back. So here, let's just do one final review here. I have myself against the spread at +5 or whatever it was. I've got I've got +5 against Grant. I'm about it. I will wager a shotgun. I've got Trey against the spread at -3.6, whatever, 3.7. I'll play a shotgun on that. So you're playing a shotgun on that. And yourself,
I've got alternate spread -10 shotgun on it.
On yourself.
On myself.
-10 or +10?
-10.
-10, that is huge. You didn't even have to do that. You could have just done -2. Or you could have done +2.
No, I'm firing this week.
Alright. Well, fair enough. That's I reckon that's pretty much all I've got. I guess we'll
And then I had on the Alpha Kenny 1 Bush Light, I had an alternate spread -15 shotgun on that one.
-15. You had Tark, did you not?
Tark -15 shotgun.
Tark -15 shotgun. So we've each got 2 shotguns out. I've got myself
I have 3.
and this one. You have yourself, this one, and Trey, right?
You got it.
All right. So we'll reconvene next week, and hopefully neither of us is taking a shotgun. It is what it is. Worst case scenario, I win $5 against what was it? I told Strike that Javonte Williams will outscore Jerry Jeudy. I've got 5 on that.
That's
Call
facts.
me crazy.
No, that's facts.
All right.